just burn some.
Potassium doesn't exist. Are you crazy?
Okay.
Hey, Mike, does Brosy want to see the future?
I don't like where this is going.
No, DM can tell you. I have an item to see the future. Serious.
It
I have an
involves
item
you
that allows to
sucking
do
on.
something else.
It involves you closing your eyes and sucking on something quietly.
No, it does not. But
No.
You have
Golem
no.
rod.
Wait, no.
Name of the item.
Brosy already has an item that lets him see the future. He just has to drink it.
What do you have? Wait, what?
The potion of randomness.
Oh, that's not gonna show me.
I mean, it'll be within my future if I drink it. It's just that
No,
future
but-
turns into now real quick.
That reminds me.
It can indeed show you the future.
Yeah, you got like 4 of those, I think. Okay. Alright.
Because
I
involves
was
getting
never
stabbed.
going to use them.
Alright. Welcome everyone to the stream. Last time we left off, the party had traveled to Scottmish, after having a minor time traveling incident, or at least so they think. Or do they? After narrowly escaping with their lives and unfortunately Tilcat losing his best friend, I don't fucking remember the name of the Steel Defender. We'll call him Steve.
Shin.
Yeah.
Shin. Okay. I mean, I
We
was
don't
just
need another fucking Steve in this party. He was an idiot.
I was just assuming it was a Steve since it got mauled to death, stupidly. But yes, so after that, they traveled straight from Gebisaro, where they met a few friends. Brosy met a new unique individual, the Manrod. Golem Manrod is actually his full name. The level 2 bard that Brosy got to get real intimate with. So, after that, the party would travel to Scottmish while awaiting for a courier for Brosy's new bird painting. The party would spend the night in Scottmish, a town ran by 3 major clans that claim their descendants from Scottmish himself, the Great King. And thus, we come back to the following morning. The party is well rested, gotten a long rest, if you need to update your character sheets. And as you come down to the tavern, having left your rooms, the tavern keeper, just a simple old dwarven male who doesn't seem to talk much, just brings out a couple plates of eggs from creatures you don't know or recognize. The eggs are blue in color with a almost purplish-like yolk, and smell of almost a beef-like scent. Bring out a few glasses of what looks to be some sort of brown drink that is iced cold. He sets them down in front of each of you and goes back to currying between the multiple other customers walking through the tavern. What would you all like to do?
Eat.
Vasul starts consuming his entire plate, spitting it out, and it's now polished.
Is it? I was gonna ask what the plate was made of, but if it's polished, it's not wood.
It's porcelain, by the looks of it.
That's an impressive trick you got there, buddy.
I like food.
Yeah, don't we all?
I'll eat, and then I think I'm also gonna hand out the other potion that I have, because I have one more potion of random, and I'm gonna offer it up to whoever wants it. Be like, I found this awesome drink the other day. Who wants it?
I'm scared.
Gonna politely decline.
I'm full. No thanks.
All right. Also, Bardr, not Bardr. Yeah, Bardrus.
Yes,
Jesus.
Bardrus.
I'm in
Yes?
too many games with you at this point. I found a shop you might like. I'll take you to it after this.
Oh, okay. Sounds fun.
Okay, and
And then
Brosy.
I'm gonna pull
Oh, go ahead, Tilket.
out the leather-bound journal that I got, the weird journal, and start just looking through it, looking for anything in it.
Yeah, it's a bunch of blank pages.
All right.
Okay. Brosy, what about yourself?
Sorry, just had to type out a meme there for you real quick and end the world chat. There's nothing particularly that I want to do right now. I'm going to be waiting for the rest of the group.
Okay.
Till we, we start moving out of town.
Okay.
Mike,
So-
I think your meme is gone.
You bitch.
Drink it.
All right. So as the party continues eating their breakfast, finishing up, a few children you can hear laughing and running in the street, but otherwise it's almost absolutely silent out in the city overall. And the barkeep keeps kind of walking back and forth as customers are coming in and out. Almost 100% dwarvish at this point. You haven't really seen anybody of non-dwarven origin. And to note, these are all mountain dwarves by the looks of them, by their rather larger size. The barkeep does come up and look at Brazi and go, your creature, that mount thing, the thing with the 8 legs.
Yes.
Yes, it ate me through house and home.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm pretty sure the building is still intact. I don't think it ate your home.
Go look in the fucking stables. It ate through the magic door.
Look at the stable.
You see the thing is literally pinned down a stable boy and is chewing on his hair.
Hey. Bad. Stop
Alright,
it.
okay, you
now.
said a shop? Let's
sit,
go.
Sit.
It sits on the small child, pinning him to the ground.
Off of the child. Off.
It walks away, but you see there is a spider web attached to the a child dragging the child towards his pen.
I'm gonna snip the spider web.
Okay. As you do so, the child gets up and runs out the door.
I'm gonna say it really doesn't like when you run. I'm just gonna recommend that for future.
The child runs faster as he goes bolting through the door.
Also, don't look at it in its eyes. It takes that as a challenge.
You see as the spider, or everyone else who's watching this from the bar specifically, looking down the hallway, you can see as the spider turns, looks at the child, looks back at Brazi, and then goes running after the child.
I'm looking
No,
the spider
stop
in the
it.
eyes.
Bad spider. Bad.
in the
No,
eyes.
I'm gonna.
I
grab
stare
it.
the spider directly in
The
the
spider
eyes.
is chasing the child now.
No.
It is
bad
out the
spider.
door.
No,
I'm
hold
gonna
on,
mount
I
the
got
spider.
it. No,
I'm
I got it.
mounting
Getting
the
my horse.
spider.
You're gonna mount the spider? Okay.
I'm mounting the spider, and I'm gonna keep it from getting from fucking.
As you mount your mount, it stops suddenly. If a spider could look up, it would.
It would.
It just kind of stops and waits, and stares as it kind of looks to be watching the child.
Child, please.
The child's
get away
gone.
from the-
You don't even see it anymore. The child is gone.
I'm just gonna get off the spider, and I'm gonna close the door, and I'm gonna before I close the door, I'm gonna ask, do you guys have any meat?
The barkeep
Nothing
looks
I'm
at you
gonna
and
give to
goes,
you for free.
"Yeah, he ate me. He ate 2 other stable boys last night.
I think he's still a little peckish. Do you think he got something else?
How about
I think he can handle.
how about you get out? You know your kind is no longer welcome here. Get the hell out of here." And he
I
looks
don't
at
think
the
he'd
rest
be
of
able
you.
to take Goldenrod's meat.
Oh god damn it! He looks at the rest of you and goes, "You lot get out of here too. You know what? Your rooms have been revoked." And you suddenly feel your keys disappear and they appear in his hand.
What have you done?
You are no longer welcome at this establishment. I don't care what the owner says. Get the hell out.
Thank you for your time, sir.
I'll leave a 5 gold tip on the table. I'm sorry that our idiot caused problems.
I'm grabbing the 5 gold.
Before you can grab it, the barkeep grabs it and chucks it out the doorway back into the streets and says, "Screw your tip and you with it."
Bye, sir.
Try to be nice.
Did I ever get this man's name?
Nope.
Is this
I'm
the
giving
guy
him a
that gave
1-star Yelp.
painting and gave us the frame? Is this
Nope,
the guy that?
that
gave-
was the owner.
No.
Oh, this
The owner's
is somebody
The owner's
different.
home.
Mm-hmm.
The
the
owner's
owner's
home.
This is a different dwarf. Yeah, the owner left last night.
Yeah, he went to like another town or something, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He told you guys he was heading to Thrumgollen.
Well, I'm gonna drag Tilcat. We're going to that store, 'cause this ain't my problem.
I just want to know the guy's name. Did I ever catch his name
Nope.
at all?
No.
Does he have a name tag?
He does not. And he is glaring at you, and you can see he is reaching for a battle axe.
I'm taking Bardris to the store that has the random items in it.
Gotcha.
Yes.
He's waiting for Brazzi to make a move.
What time is it? What time,
It's about 8 in the morning, from what you can tell. I mean, it's hard to orient yourself this far underground.
Okay. What day? What's the date?
It's midweek.
I'm bringing Vasul with us.
Yeah.
He's not being part of this.
What's the date?
It's midweek. You don't know. You don't realize how. You don't even know what year it is at this point.
Oi.
Mm-hmm.
History man.
I'm gone.
Bargis left. Yeah, Tilcat, Bargis, and Vasul all left out the front
we're
door.
not being part of this fucking random fight. We left.
I'm not fucking fighting him. I'm just getting his information.
He left. We're not interested in a stand down. We took Vasul and we went.
He's looking. You want to make something of this, boy?
You're not worth the time. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's right, you little chicken. You and your elven bastards can get your keisters out of here.
I could literally kill you within a second.
Oh yeah? Why don't you try that? Come at me. He
Fight,
brandishes
fight,
the giant
fight,
battle
fight,
axe
fight.
that is now, you notice, made of a green metal on the blade, and it is glowing with fire.
Again, not worth the time. Goodbye, sir.
Yeah, take your damn pet with you.
Come here, baby. Come on. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Come here.
The spider jumps onto Brazzi's back. And now Brazzi is the mount.
All right, come on. Enough playing. Let's get a move on. I need to find the motherfuckers that left me here.
All right, as you head out, you
Spider, activate hunt mode. Find them.
your spider. I forget the name of Vexla.
I think it was here. I mean, it's difficult to fucking remember. I know I should, but it's a little.
It's your
rough.
fucking pet.
If you don't remember, it's a bad name.
Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? There we go.
It's
It
Billy
is.
now.
It's not fucking.
I'm calling it Billy.
You know you can go onto your character sheet and under for the spider you can actually customize the name.
Oh, I can. That
Yeah.
actually would be very nice.
I'm naming the spider Steve.
No, it's not named.
That's
Steve.
what I'm calling it. That's what I'm
No.
calling it.
No,
Bargis doesn't know a Steve. Bargis has never heard the name Steve.
it's Velasca.
Bargers can make up a name on the spot. Steve. We'll see.
Steve makes no sense to Bargis to make up.
It's a spider. I had to make a new languages name.
I
Steven.
You know what, Bargis? Give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
I know how you roll.
Obviously not very smart, so at least not 15.
All right,
Yeah.
I renamed it.
Bargis, you don't know what a Steve is. Suddenly you're bothered by this for the next week.
I renamed it, by the way. The name is Velasca.
Valeska, got it.
You can just call it Val if you want.
As you and Valeska head out the stable doors, I mean, it's pretty easy to see Vasul. He kind of sticks out when he's walking amongst only people who are at tallest 5 feet.
What are you Wait, how tall are you, Bardris?
I'm 4 foot something.
Yeah,
At the tallest, we are 4.5 feet. Thank you.
well, no, I meant the general population here.
Oh no, I'm
Tilcat.
3'9", but yeah, there's some people that are 5 feet. They're bigger dwarves.
Yeah, Bardris is a hill dwarf?
Yes.
Yeah, these are mountain dwarves, so they're a lot larger. They are thinner, though, typically, than your what the Oliveres are, which is what the mountain dwarves of Silencia are. But yeah, no, it's pretty easy to see Vasul, spot him, sticking out of a crowd. I mean, a giant Loxodon, not really difficult to spot. Given Vasul, you're what, 7 foot something?
8.
8 foot?
He went the maximum height. He's 8 foot.
So you spot him, as they're heading down the main street, and you do, Brazzi, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception?
Yeah.
It's a 10.
Okay.
Not that great.
Yeah, you see the children running around, running off and heading in different directions as they seem to giggle at you and leave. Oh yeah. And
It's a
so
joke.
And as you see that Bardris and Tilcat kind of head off towards a store with a strange design on the sign. It seems to kind of change the closer you get. You also notice Vasul cannot, as they're entering the building, Vasul can't enter the door as it is too short. In fact, Vasul can lean on the building and actually touch the roof currently.
What you get for being 8 feet?
Note to self: learn, enlarge, reduce for him, so he can actually get in more places.
Could you imagine me shrinking me down?
If
and
you
being
reduce
still able
him-
to do like huge.
If you reduce him, the smallest he's just gonna drop down to at max 6, or at the lowest 6 feet.
He'd still be able to fit in the building then.
Barely. These aren't very tall buildings. He wouldn't touch the top of the buildings anymore. But as you guys go in, or go up to the store, Tilcat, the first thing you notice immediately is that the sign is different. It is now, looks to be a, book with a, quill, on the wooden sign instead.
I'm sure this is where I was yesterday.
Yes, this is the same place, as well as the store is boarded up and closed.
Oh. Well,
The hell?
nice store, Tilcat.
Tilcat looks entirely confused currently. Well, damn, they had a bunch of random items in there that I figured you'd buy them out of stock.
Yeah, well, they're gone, they're gone.
Well, damn. Here, you want the potion as a souvenir from there?
No.
You don't know what it does, Bardris.
Neither does he.
You didn't ask me that, so you don't know that.
Yeah, but if you're not telling me what it is, I'm not interested.
Okay. Yeah, as you all kind of gather around the store, it's closed. It's got chains on the doors. It's been boarded up. The windows look to have been shattered. Now they have boards covering them. No one seems to be around the area either.
All this damage in one night, damn.
Well, I guess he didn't pay his protection fee.
Well, then let's head on out of town. No sense in staying here.
Well,
Okay.
on the road again.
Bargis, what's your passive perception?
I think it's a 13. Yeah, it's a 13.
Tilcat?
My passive perception is 15.
And Vasul?
15.
Okay. Vasul and Tilcat, you notice that you are being followed by about roughly 7 to 9 people at about 5 feet tall each. You do notice the glints of their armor on occasion, so they're definitely wearing something heavier and more metallic that seem to be following you guys as you're heading out of town.
Well, I'm just gonna casually get on my horse.
You don't notice anything, Bardris.
No, I'm leaving town, man. I'm getting on my horse. This is normal. I'm not
Do
gonna
we have a
walk all the way to the next town.
Do we have a purpose to stay in this town any longer?
No.
No, we don't. So,
Not unless you want to
I'm
play
gonna-
the heroes here.
there's no fucking point in that. We haven't been asked to play the heroes here. Fuck that.
So I guess I'll bring up what's it, the sending stone,
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, "We're being followed."
You hear on the other side of it, and then I use the mayonnaise to shove the cactus into the hole. The voice hasn't stopped all night.
You know what? I'm gonna give him the name of the inn we just stayed at and said that there's someone very interested in seeing him there.
Yes. Really?
To leave the sending stone there
The
as
barman.
payment.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind, and I appreciate that. And you hear suddenly a bunch of a lot of movement, and then it goes quiet.
Oh, God.
All
I
right.
also whisper into the stone, he'll say no, but he means yes.
He's very shy.
The stone's gone quiet. As you guys find the exit, the exit here at this point, you see on both sides, one seems to be a dwarf holding up a very large boulder, carved to where he has a very smallish beard. It seems to be made out of simple granite-like material.
Bless you.
Thank you. But I don't need your blessings. I'm not Catholic. And the other one seems to be a more modern-looking design in pure marble, with holding an older dwarf with a very long beard, made with golden highlights, holding a rather large battle axe in one hand, while just kind of holding up a pillar with the other. And this
question: did we see any sulfur anywhere nearby?
No.
Oh my god.
Give me a perception
not
check.
again.
If you touch sulfur, I'm killing your character.
No, I'm making sure for a reason because I'm gonna do something and I don't
these
want to set
statues?
it
Oh
off.
my god.
Yes, these are statues.
They're statues.
Yes.
Obviously it works.
Is there sulfur anywhere?
Well,
14.
as you look around, you don't see any that you notice outright at all.
Alright, that's good. I'm going to catapult. Once we get well past the axe and I make sure there's no one clear, I want to use catapult in a way to make the axe fall and make it look natural.
Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna make a quick mention. IOMAR93, please stop messaging me, mate. I'm not interested. So have a good one, and I will be reporting you. So just as a heads up. So have a good day. Go ahead, sir.
I want to use catapult on the axe to have it fall down as we leave and get just at the edge of the range of it if we're still being followed.
Okay.
To make the axe fall and sort of block the way.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm just gonna submit that. Close. Thank you. Piss off. I hope that did someone a favor. Okay. So, sorry, say that again?
Once we get to about 50 feet away, if we're still being followed, I'm making the axe fly towards the people following us.
Okay. I will say that, Brazi, you said you were also looking to see if there was sulfur in the city?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because if you are, give me a perception check, but if you're not, no worries.
Nah, I don't care enough.
Okay. As you guys start to head out of town, heading through these two roads, and yes, these are two statues, and they're worth, Bardris, go ahead and give me an investigation with advantage.
I don't have to. I can tell what art's worth.
Ah! You took that feat.
No, it's my archaeologist teacher.
Oh, that's right. I keep
It's part
thinking
of historical knowledge.
that's a
So
3.5
I just
feet.
know.
I just remember that. We had a
I think I
random
just-
wizard. Okay.
You can determine the monetary value of art objects. So
Let me see. Let's see.
Who's ready to become art brokers?
I mean, it's, with a glance,
no.
I can tell prices.
These two statues guarding the entrance to the rock bottom roads, heading to the next city, are worth each a piece. Just in raw materials, about 2,000 gold pieces.
Interesting.
But if we're talking the actual value to the race, you wouldn't know. That would not be something you would know outright. But yeah, it will take you guys a week to get to Thромgollen. It's a long road that goes straight, and there is no real camping grounds or side paths that is shown on Bardris's map at all. It's just a straight road between the two.
That's fine.
Okay. So as the party starts heading that way, about a day in, you all notice that, Tilkat and Vasul finally realize that the people that were following them seem to have dissipated for now. Going through these roads, though, you see more little side mining paths off in different directions. The smell of different stones and dusts are coming off from each of the little mining paths each to the side. Each one seemed to be more colorful than the last. Welcome back, Vasul. And yeah, is there anything, we'll start with Bardris. You got a week. Oh, is there anything you'd like to do? I will mention, this is a very busy, well-traveled road, so you're going to travel a lot of people.
I can do if we're on the move.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I can't really train any of the feats I want now.
Okay.
No, there's not much to do.
Okay. Alright, Brazi?
Well, we're just traveling on over to the next town, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
And we got a week of time?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Can I do that proficiency thing that I wanted to earlier?
You can try, but it's very it's gonna be very
That's-
difficult here.
That's fine. It's
Okay.
not a big deal. After all,
Give me a D100 roll.
81.
Okay. As you guys camp throughout the night, throughout the different nights, you notice that Brazi every other night kind of vanishes for a bit, going off on his own to do something or other, never really saying anything. Brazi, as you're out walking about, practicing, you find yourself kind of dipping and dodging the best you can, but people keep staring at you funnily. It doesn't seem to work real well, as you're kind of you kind of stick out like a sore thumb in these parts, especially with how well traveled these roads are.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I know what I want to do. I want to Loxodon from Vasul.
You want to what? Oh, learn Loxodon.
I want to learn his language.
Oh, okay. That's not what I heard, and I was really worried for a second.
Oh.
You want a Loxodon, like what?
From Vasul, and I'm like, that's a interesting way to recommend that.
Getting kinky already, damn.
I will mention, Brazi, as you are sneaking through, you do notice a few of the tunnels have what look to be shiny rocks further down into them.
I know about shiny rocks.
You best
Wait,
leave those
do you
rocks
actually?
alone.
Yeah, Bargis is a historian and an archaeologist.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this-
I'm gonna walk up to. I'm just gonna walk back to camp and just walk on over to Bardris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I need your help with something real quick. Can you follow me for a minute? I think I found a trap nearby, and I don't particularly want any of us to walk into it.
Okay, yeah. One second. I'm gonna get Vasul to watch my horse. Just
Okay.
let you know with them.
As you walk away, your horse disappears after you get so far away from it. Vasul, you're just as you're told by Bargis to watch his steed. About a half an hour goes by and it just disappears and fades away.
What?
Also, the steed can be within over a mile of me.
I know.
That's messed up.
Yeah, but you still heard me right. It disappeared after about a half an hour. Because you do travel about a mile away. Alright, so as you guys head off, going down one of the side tunnels, it takes you a little while, and then you notice as Brazi kind of points down a tunnel that is rather dark. The tunnel seems to be a granite and slate mixture, but looking further down, you can see about maybe another mile farther is something that's sparkling very shinily.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's go see what it is.
Okay. As you guys head down the tunnel, again, another half an hour passes. Brazi, all you see is dark rocks. Pretty dark rocks everywhere. Yeah. I might take a second here real quick. One quick moment. I'm gonna go on mute for a second. I need to do something real.
Meanwhile, Tilcat's been forgotten the entire time so far.
I mean, Vasul's just chilling.
So,
Tilcat's there.
Vasul was freaking out after he fucking lost the ghost horse.
He's like, what? What?
no, hey, it's a celestial horse. It's a glowing horse.
Ghost horse.
God horse. God horse.
Who wants to see the future?
I don't want to see the fucking future.
Yes.
You want to see the future. Does Vasul trust me? Because it involves you getting stabbed.
Wait a minute.
It's a knife.
What?
That
I
this
need to
is-
learn that enchantment and put it on everybody's weapons.
This is why I don't want to see the future. Get away from me.
It's a fucking guitar. It's a big ass knife that I have in my hand, and it shows the future. Random splotches the future when you stab somebody with it.
You see, but the thing is, I don't feel like making DM make a piece of future.
Oh, that's fine then.
All right.
Looking into the future is
All
never
right.
fun, anyways.
It's hilarious. Though.
Okay. So as you guys head down, so give me a as far as your archaeologist trait, does it tell you? It tells you the value of art, made of stone, I assume. But does it actually give you the mineral value and such?
First, it's not just stone; it's art. Period.
Okay.
It's art object. It could be a painting. It could be gems. It could be anything.
Okay.
When you enter a ruin or dungeon, you can correctly ascertain its original purpose and determine its builders, whether they're dwarves, elves, humans, yuan-ti, or some other known race. And you can tell the known art.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then as far as it goes, does that also qualify for ores and stone and such?
Technically, because if those ores would be used in those old buildings, so if the ore's been around for a long, long time, they've been using it for a long time, I guess technically.
It is not a material that is used in buildings, so...
Is it used in art of any kind? Weapons?
Nope.
Anything? No. Then no. It does not fit, no.
So as you walk up, you and Brazzi see a very interesting red-like material. These are what look to be large red rocks that seem to almost thrum with as the red seems to become more vibrant and then go more dull and then vibrant again.
Oh hell, is this stuff again? I don't want to
Nope.
touch the fucking...
It's not the same as it. At least it's not in the same pattern. Red lyrium typically goes in like a vein-like shape as far as the ore goes. This seems to be rather large clumps of it.
Huh.
Whatever this is.
Okay, I guess I'll make a history check.
Okay. Give me a roll.
That's a 17.
Okay. So you realize that this is a thing called rosmium. It's commonly used in healing potions, in fact. It also grows in flower format. It is a material that supposedly, if it is planted in dirt, will grow rosmium flowers, which allow you to grind up the petals and make healing potions of any quality, depending on the alchemist.
I'd like to collect some then. I have a pickaxe.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check to see how much you can get.
Well, I'm not the strongest, but let's hope this works out. Yeah, no, that's a 4. No, that's unfortunate.
You chip a little bit off. You get about, what is an ounce of, rosmium.
God damn, I'm not stopping until I get a chunk of it.
Okay. Alright. And Brazzi, what are you wanting to do while, Bargis is, tearing out chunks of this?
Nothing. I just wanted to show him, man. I'm outie. I'm heading on back to,
I'm an alchemist.
Not giving this to you. It's mine.
Yeah, I'm heading on back to...
Can you actually
the rest
brew a
of the group.
fucking potion with it?
I'm proficient with brewer supplies. Yes, I can.
You'd need alchemist supplies, not brewer supplies.
I'll learn
You
how.
can make
I'm not-
alcohol out of it.
Yeah, I don't trust you with this stuff. No, sorry. You
Uh,
have proven trustworthy to Bargis.
Okay. Alright, so as you, as Bargis continues to work at, it's gonna take him, quite a while, given his strength score and strength checks.
Rolling. God damn it.
It's gonna take a few hours. Brazzi, as you kind of turn around and head back towards camp. Okay. Tilcat, is there anything you'd like to be doing, during this venture?
Well, yeah, there is. I'm going to try and utilize the water quartz I have, and I want to take a look at it a bit better and see if I'd be able to fashion basically a decanter of endless water out of it, using it.
Okay.
And get the best and try and test that out using no more than a pound of it to try to.
Alright. So are you trying to actually do it, or are you, looking it over and contemplating the idea?
Looking it over and contemplating the idea.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Alright. Which, I'll go with this one today. Don't let me down. Hey, 23.
Alright. So, you know, in your time, you've seen a few of these, decanters of, endless water before. You know, you've messed around with a few, you've looked them over, and you realize, yeah, this is the exact material that they use to infuse pretty much any sort of flask or other such thing to create a unlimited water basin, if you will. It does take a little lyrium mixed into it to create an endless flow, but you can theoretically put it into a water flask and not have to fill it to a certain for a certain amount of time until the stone is out of water. Based on the amount you have, you probably could fill up about 20 gallons worth.
I'll keep it set aside for now. I will take about quarter of a pound and put it into my water skin to keep it full.
Okay.
And offer to do the same for Vasul.
Okay.
What are you doing to me?
I'm giving you water for a while, my friend. All that is. I show him the water quartz and how it's still dripping water.
I like water.
Yep.
As
I just pop it in there.
Okay, you see Vasul. I mean, this is all alien to you. You've never seen this done before. You see him put a rock in your water canteen, which you know from experience, putting rocks in water canteens makes the water dirty and taste terrible. And you just watch as Tilcat grabs your canteen and shoves a blue rock into it.
What?
It's a rock that creates water.
Hey,
If I get a chance, if I get some lyrium, then I'd be able to actually make us something that'd make it endlessly.
Hilarium.
I guess that's one way to get my minerals in my diet.
Just don't eat the rock.
You can't stop me.
I recommend against eating the rock for your health. Other than that, the only other thing I'll work on is studying the other items that I have that are that have magic in them that I could learn enchantments from, and looking over my new foot, seeing if I can enchant it with Longstrider at the very least to make me move faster.
You would be able to, but you don't have the materials you need to do that. Yes, Vasul. Sorry.
There were a lot of big words in that sentence I do not understand.
Eating rock bad. Letting it sit in water skin good.
I'm not a
Rock
Neanderthal.
create water. Tilcat trying to be nice, he's smiling, just being very friendly about it. I'm not a Neanderthal, you fuck.
Okay.
Okay, just don't chew on the rock.
I got it. I'm just suspicious.
Alright, Vasul, what do you do?
That's an excellent question.
Immediately chews on the rock.
I was waiting for that, to be honest. I have that ready, just in case.
No, I'm not gonna chew on the rock. I'm
Thank
just gonna,
you.
you know.
I really don't want to kill your character. I'd feel bad. Please don't do that.
I felt like that's what's gonna happen, but I'm glad I decided not to do that. But I'm just gonna, you know, walk down in the cave. I'm tired of just waiting around.
Oh,
He's gonna come looking for
you're
me.
just gonna go walking down one of the random caves, or are you gonna try and go find where Brazzi took Bardris?
Yes.
To which part?
Find where my other party members are.
Oh, okay.
Find good friend Barges.
just yes.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna start walking down random caves to find them, then we can run that. But if you're actually trying to track Brazzi, we can have you roll a perception check to see if you saw where they went.
Alright.
God damn.
Perception check.
Yeah, I'll give it to you with advantage because of the fact that you're so fucking tall, you can see everything. So.
See
All
over
right.
everything
Oh,
anyways.
nice. My perception advantage is normally with smell, which actually works anyways. I guess if I can try to smell them out.
You're gonna smell me.
Snort
All
them.
right.
It is true. No one's taken a bath in about a while,
Yeah,
so.
I smell like rocks. You're not gonna
Well,
find
no. Brazzi and I smell nicer because of prestidigitation.
That's true.
I did prestidigitate us, but
Yep.
so we do have we do probably smell like
So,
roses or something.
Are you looking
Nonetheless,
or are you
18.
are you looking or are you sniffing?
Yeah, if you want me to, I can do a combination, but I feel like their scent very much sets them apart from the rock around them.
Okay, so
I
you're
smell it.
sniffing for him. Alright, so as you're walking down, heading off, leaving Tilcat by himself, and leaving the steed that now has vanished after being told to watch it, as you kind of start walking out, you eventually see Brazzi kind of walking back towards you. He looks to be kind of like hunched over and trying to jump between statue and pillar every once in a while. Kind of acting very sketchy.
What are you doing?
As I fall down from one of the statues. Oh, hi, elephant.
What? I have a name. I'm not Elephant. I am Vasul. Who is Elephant?
I mean, you are an elephant.
That was Barger's nickname.
No, I'm a Luxodon.
Okay. What's up? You need something?
Magic horse disappear.
I believe it's supposed to do that after a while.
Oh, I came to find you after Exploding Man gave me water rock.
He gave you something? He gave you a water rock.
Yes.
What do you mean?
He shoved a rock in my water.
He showed a rock in my canteen.
That's kind of fucking rude.
Don't tell him that for me.
Hey, listen. Bargers is over there as I point in the direction to where he's at. I'm gonna go fucking piss in this man's Cheerios, because whatever that.
Please go full Karen. Please.
How dare he fucking put a rock in my baby boy's drink? I'm just gonna get on my spider mount, and I'm just gonna be like fucking.
Oh, your spider is still back over at the camp. It's been chilling there.
I'm watering your spider via water rock.
I don't
Okay,
think
I'll
it'll
go
like
find
that.
Barters.
Oh, that motherfucker's waterboarding my spider too. Okay, I'm gonna fucking kick his ass now. I'm running over there, and I'm just gonna. And while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna yell, "That little fucking shit!" I'm gonna fucking kick his ass.
Jet small.
You see
bowl of water
dwarves
sitting in front
moving.
of the spider.
You see dwarves moving out of Brazzi's way.
Little fucking shit.
Sitting there calmly, giving the spider water in a bowl.
Alright, as you come back, Brazzi, because we'll come back to Vasul and Bargers in a moment. Brazzi, as you come back, you see Tilcat there playing with a giant piece of rock that and water just pouring out in front of Val, as Val is drinking bits of it every once in a while.
Wait, why the fuck did you put a rock inside of fucking Vasul's drink, you little shit?
Oh, it's a piece of water quartz. It provides fresh drinking water.
Oh.
So we won't have to refill his canteen or try to pay to refill his canteen while we're traveling for a little bit.
Oh.
Would you like a piece?
That Karen
Yes,
moment
please.
when the manager corrects her that she's wrong.
I thought you were just being a little shit and fucking put a rock inside.
No,
of his
I
water.
intend on trying to get a hold of some of the other materials I need to make a decanter of endless water for us, so that we don't ever have to worry about paying for shit like that again.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Here, I hand him a quarter pound of the water quartz.
I guess
Put it
I'll
in your.
I'll put it in my water spin, I guess.
Okay. As you do, Brazzi, you hear the clinking, and then your water skin almost immediately refills.
Huh. That's useful.
You also get the feeling
Yeah.
it would be a bad idea to chew on it.
Don't eat
The
it.
rock or the water spin?
Well, yes.
Understood.
Don't chew on your water skin, kids. That's how you put holes in it. Alright, we're gonna come back to you in a moment. Vasul, as you continue sniffing around, about 20 minutes go by as you continue heading back down the way you guys have come. You can't seem to smell Bardrus. There are a lot of dwarves around that look very similar to him, in fact. Most of these ones are taller, though, and seem to be slimmer. Not to say that Bardrus is overweight, but more that these dwarves are built differently.
They're just built different.
A few are riding giant, what looks to be almost a armadillos with like rhinoceros-like horns, and a few have these same creatures carrying very large wagons of carts. As you continue walking, note about 40 minutes in, you've already passed the cave that Bargris is down, and are heading back to Scottmish.
Oh.
Where? By the way, where's Vasul?
Well, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Vasul.
Gone.
Wait. Wait.
You're lost. You're lost.
You're lost like a child in Walmart.
Oh no, I guess I'll go back the way I came.
Okay, as you turn back and start walking, you see a couple people eyeing you. And then, Vasil, give me a perception check.
Ooh. I'm guessing this doesn't rely on my sense of smell?
No.
Alright, regular. 11. Let's go!
Okay, you suddenly feel someone kind of tap your mid-back. And as you turn around, nothing's there.
Check your belongings.
Yeah, I guess I'll check my belongings
Oh,
just to make sure, because that's happened once before.
All your stuff seems to be there.
Being hunted.
I swear to God, if you're literally just sneaking around
I'm
me.
not. I'm not. I'm still mining. I'm still mining down in my cave.
Huh.
Dude, I have disadvantage +0 stealth. I'm not sneaking from shit.
Yo, same.
True.
Alright,
I'm awful at stealth as well.
You do,
I guess
Vasul, do notice one thing with your perception. Just now that you're not sweating as bad right now, overall. So, that wizard you met when you first showed up here, the one who contracted you to work with this group,
yeah.
you see him again, but this time he's
him.
wearing plate mail, and has a shaved head as well.
Hey, old friend, how's it going?
The dwarf turns and he looks up at you, and just kind of with a weird look in his eyes. And you suddenly remember the wizard had a full head of hair, and also wasn't wearing plate.
Oh. Different person.
Ah, yes. I mean, hey, it's been a year. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, just lost all his hair.
You see him start moving his hands in different symbols and such. Vasul, give me an intelligence check.
Oh, we're gonna lose Vasul.
That is the wrong thing. 6.
You think he's trying to communicate. You're not sure why he's not speaking to you.
Make the symbols back. Do it.
I'm not gonna.
Do it back.
I guess I'll. I'm sorry for bothering you. Have a great day.
He's gonna leave.
He just the dwarf nods and turns around and starts heading back. Or heading back to the direction that you're going as well. And he kind of eyes you up for a few times every once in a while. And then you see him kind of smile at you, and then that's when you notice Vasul. This man has no tongue.
Oh, yeah, it's that guy. Right. Okay. He was speaking sign. Damn.
I don't know how to speak sign.
I don't think any of us know how to speak sign.
I can learn it if I spend a day with him. I can learn rudimentary sign.
You also notice he is traveling with a small group of other dwarves in what looks to be purple armor. Also, one dwarf that definitely smells like a male, but is in a dress.
Yeah, whatever. That's what they're into.
But as you continue heading back to Camp Vasul, about 10 minutes go by as you're walking slower, and you see as Bardris comes walking out of the cave. But we're going to come back to you in a minute before that. Bardris, as you're working on kind of chipping away at this with your very shitty strength, you're not a miner.
I have a +2. It was a really unfortunate.
You know, growing up as a young dwarf, you found yourself looking at books more than you did stonemasonry like your brothers and sisters. You spent your time educating yourself and really were never a big one for physical labor.
I'm a scholar, damn it. This isn't what I do.
Working in the coal mines never really interested you. But as you're working, About 30 minutes go by, and you manage to chip off about a pound of the material. And in that material, you also find about a half a pound of this blue-like material that you immediately recognize from the veiny styling that this is definitely some sort of lyrium. Yeah, it seems to be intertwined with the other, so it would take a lot to probably get it. But yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check to see how well you learn what this red material is used for.
19.
So yeah, you realize rosmium, typically the way it's done is it's embedded into flower gardens and used to grow rosmium flowers, which then have their petals ground up to make health potions. You can, God damn it, Cook. You can go ahead, you could grind this up and turn it into a health potion. It just might have strange side effects, or it may be too strong for a normal person to drink. So consumption might be a little more dangerous and toxic. Mixing it with Illyrium could also be extremely toxic.
So, health poison?
Maybe.
Quiet you. And the, okay. Yep. Cool.
When you get back to camp, I'll make up being an idiot to you.
Yeah, I'll head back. I'm gonna put that near the bottom of my bag so no one knows I have it.
Okay. Alright, so as you kind of heading out, Bardris, you see that there's definitely more lyrium in that wall. Probably a rather large size of it. And as you walk out, you just see Vasul kind of walking slowly, looking both confused and, lost.
Vasul, you okay, buddy?
I tried to find you, and I got lost. That's pretty much it.
I was just down there, bud. Come on, I'm about to head back to camp. I got
I
what
saw a
needed.
guy with no tongue.
Oh.
Did you say hi?
As you guys continue heading back towards camp, you eventually get there and you see Brazi's kind of sitting there with his spider petting Val. Tillcat's messing around with some water quartz. And the camp is set up. You guys are on a little offshoot where a lot of merchants will camp out for the night, just to kind of relax. And know they're fully protected as there's a guard station not about a few feet from you guys.
I wave at Barters. Come here, I got something for you.
As you yell, you do notice this large party of dwarves in purple armor, with kind of like gold inlaid markings as you get a better look at them, with one at the center that looks to be not wearing a helmet and seems to be wearing black armor, as well as what looks to be... Tilcat, you're not familiar enough with dwarf anatomy to tell if that's a female or male, but it's definitely a dwarf in a dress, and this is the first time you've seen this.
Huh. Well, damn. Oh, well. Margers, come here.
I will grudgingly walk towards him because last time he had something blew up.
I offer him a quarter of the pound of the water quartz. Put it in your water skin. Fresh water, and we won't have to stop for refills as often.
Poison, don't do it.
Motherfucker, you took it without a problem.
I want to die.
And your spider's been drinking it for the better part of an hour. If it was poison, they'd be dead already.
It's immune to poison.
Okay, I'll put it in my water skin. Well, these two are being contradictory.
Okay.
One of us tells truths, the other tells lies.
Are you a
It's
bitch?
me. I tell the
I
lies.
feel like you both tell lies.
It's what I do.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tell Bardris the exact same thing I told everybody else. If I find some lyrium, I might be able to make us a decanter of endless water.
No, well, I'll keep that in mind, and I'll just go sit down next to Vasul.
Okay. As you kind of sit down, Vasul, I just take it you kind of sit down and relax with a thump.
Yeah.
Being a big guy, you don't dent the floor, thankfully. But your armor does definitely, you hear it buckle a little bit under Vasul.
Hey, I'm just glad that I don't have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, no. You do feel tired, but no exhaustion. So as you guys sit down and prepare for what you assume is night, you do see one of the merchants walking around, and he comes up to you guys and says, Looks to be a man in what is like basically normal commoner's clothing. He has a nice little gold necklace around, or gold chain around his neck, a couple of rings, and he seems to be walking around with a big box full of what looks to be some sort of gold little trinkets with bands around them that are a lot smaller than what you usually put around your neck. He goes, "Come here, come on, come on! I've got the choker of a lifetime. How would you like to know what time of day it is?"
You know, it's fair. I'm gonna check. What's he got?
As you walk
I'm
up,
gonna go get over and take a look too, because I might be able to just take the enchantment and rip it off and put it on something else.
as you walk over, you see it's a legit. It looks like a sundial. It just looks like a normal gold plated sundial on a what looks to be a wrist strap. The only thing is, you see many dwarven merchants seem to have been carrying this similar item as they've been traveling through. He goes, "Come on, these will tell you what time of day it is at any time in any point of the world, no matter where you are. It auto-adjusts according to the time zones. We can tell you where in the world you are. We can track them for you if you'd like. We can even find the devilish rogue."
Yeah, I'll ask him how much for one.
You know what, for a fellow like you, you're kind of getting a little chunky there. I imagine you won't use it much. I'll tell you what, maybe 20 gold pieces.
Damn, that hurts.
I'm gonna look at how much for me then.
You look like you haven't eaten in a month, child. You need to go get some food. Maybe you should talk to your big friend over there. And
I'm a gnome.
and he ignores you and goes back to talking to Bardros.
Motherfucker, I'm a gnome.
You know what?
Racist
You know what?
prick.
I don't know what
Ah.
I'm talking about, but because he made fun of him, I like him. I'll give him 20.
Good man, good man. He pulls one of these dials out and goes, now the gold in it isn't actual gold. It's said to be an enchanted material. All you have to do is make sure it can see the sun wherever you want to adjust, and it will according to the timeline. These have all been adjusted for this area. So, you are going to be fine as long as you are in the Dwarven, or the Vedan Empire. I assume you're heading to Thromgullen?
Yes, indeed.
Good, good. And he looks over at Tilcat and goes, "You should feed that one. He looks like he hasn't eaten in days. Is he your child?"
He gets caught up in studies and forgets to eat all the time.
I can see. I can see who's eating his food. But, you know, if you're heading to Thromgullen and you're looking for work, the prince over there, as he points to the very large camp of dwarves that you saw earlier coming in with the purple armor, the prince and heir to Thromgullen is nearby. If you can get in well with him, you'd be well set for your life. However, I will warn, he has particular interests that might not suit the more well-meaning in this world.
Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Although he does love him chubby, as he smiles and nods at Bardros, says, "Have a good one, and let me know if you need anything. My name is Tanar, and I am the seller of all goods."
Sir.
Ah, yes, one of the tall fellows. Or females. Are you a woman?
Anyways.
Not important.
Not important. So you said you can track that we can track these?
Yes, young lady, I can track anyone from anywhere with these things. If need be, I can track multiple. I can set them up to where you can track them based on yours. And he pulls one out and you see it, and he kind of starts to move one of the little buttons on the side of it. And suddenly you see a bunch of green dots suddenly flash on the sundial right in front of the pointer. And you realize it's a bunch of the other sundials. He says, "I can make it so it only tracks yours. I can set it to where I can't track you if you'd like. That's an extra 5 gold. Although for a young lady like yourself, I'll make it 2. As he winks at you, he goes, "Anything else?"
Oh, you're such a kind fellow. Why, thank you. Actually, I would like that. I wouldn't like to be tracked if that would be. It's just an extra 2 gold.
Yes. For you, 5 gold pieces in total.
5 gold pieces in total. Ah, you're such a sweetheart.
Yeah, just make sure the short one over there, as he nudges to Tilcat, eats in the next town. That boy really needs to grow.
I think I can do that. I can.
Tilcat. At this point, Tilcat pulls out a ration and just starts eating it in front of the fucker.
Yeah, see that's the right mentality. And he kind of grabs Brazi's wrist and says, "If you'll allow me, young lady, man, you have mannish hands for a woman.
It runs in the family. My apologies.
You should be a merchant. As he kind of shoves the thing onto your hand and goes, all right, so you're going to click this button on the right, this button on the left, flick this switch, and at this point you're starting to lose track of all the shit he's moving around. And now you won't be tracked, and you can track the one on your friend's wrist over there, as he points to Bargers and goes, the fat one.
How much to get one so I can track my dear Pops one as well?
Child, I do not do business with children. I'm sorry, I don't feel right about dealing with that.
Father, you should get me one as well.
It's daddy.
I stared directly at Bardris.
Put on some weight first, and I'll think about it.
Tilcat, you look hungry. Do you want one of my rations?
I'm fine.
I'm forcing him to
Tilcat's
eat.
walking over.
He also looks and goes, so, by the way, miss, what's with the giant pet elephant?
The pet elephant?
My bodyguard.
Oh, his
bodyguard.
name is Vasul. He's our traveling companion. He's a friend of ours. He's kind of like a bodyguard.
He's a guard.
How did you train an elephant to stand on two legs?
You know,
It's a
hard
race of
work and
people, you-
dedication, elbow grease.
I'm a very
and-
skilled trainer.
Yeah, and you know.
You know
a
what?
lot
I'm
of
whispering
dedication.
Vasul. This guy's a racist prick.
I'm not an elephant.
Of course you aren't, good sir. Have a good day. Yeah, so, by the way, and he clicks another button on Brazzy's wrist and goes, that's how you'll track your fat fellow over there. I really hope that's not your husband, because, sweetheart, you could do so much better.
Wow.
Little father, get back over here.
No.
Trust me, you wouldn't be the first one to tell me that.
Honestly, the spider's more attractive. Did you need anything else, miss?
Oh, no, not at all.
I'm listening
Thank
to this
you.
whole thing, ready to punch Brazzy.
I should mention, be careful, the crime lord back in the previous town, Adhazar, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he definitely favors the more delicate types, so forewarning, as he turns and walks off. Get your sundials here! Track even your fattest of friends!
Wow.
As he heads over towards the prince's
I'm
camp.
not fat. I'm muscled. I have a 14 in strength.
The thing is, though, Oliveras to any Vidan, they look so much fatter because you guys your species is shorter and chubbier, typically. Yes, because you put on more weight in the shoulder, whereas these guys are typically a lot more leaner due to the difference in diets.
I'm just pissed because I got mistaken as a child.
The Oliveras eat more meat. The Vidan actually are more a vegetarian more often than not.
I can't believe he mistook me for an elephant.
Mistook you for an elephant and me for a child. Next time we see him, how about we teach him a lesson, take him behind a back alley, and knock some sense into him.
Well, that
I'm gonna
doesn't
tap
seem
the soul in
very
his shoulder.
nice.
Violence is not the answer in this case. The soul.
I agree.
Violence is always the
That
answer.
seems very mean. Why would I ever do that?
Vasul is going to be my scholar friend by the end of this game.
Alright.
Violence isn't always the answer, but when someone does that, it makes you want to choke them.
Okay.
And I glare at Bargers, and when someone else doesn't back you up, it makes you regret traveling with them.
They sell well even to children, you hear off in the distance.
Motherfucker! I'm gonna shout in Dwarvish, he's a liar, he won't sell to children.
Aye, aye, just not children who undereat and have no money. We don't sell to the less fortunate. As you see, a very...
Fucker didn't even try and ask me to see if I had the money.
And suddenly you feel yourself going quiet outside of your area. As one of the guard towers lights up for a moment and then delights. For those who are magically based, you realize the silent spell has been cast around your camp.
Wow. Fucking idiot.
I'm just gonna start walking on over towards the, I guess, city that we're going to.
Oh, you're not going to rest for the night?
I mean,
You can rest on your spider, technically.
We have a camp set up.
And there's a nobleman not 50 feet from you.
that is fair. Okay, some work is important. Yeah, well, I'll rest.
All right.
Gotta get that good those good Z's.
As you guys all rest, not needing to put on anybody for watch, unless you choose to, but as guards are regularly...
every so often and keep watch and keep checking.
Guards regularly patrol around the area, and there is what you realize a wall of force put up between you and the main road. that no one can get through without going to the guard tower first at this hour. About 8 hours goes by and the wall goes down, and you hear a bell ringing and a guard yelling from the tower in Dwarvish saying, all right, no, protection's down, travel's open.
Cool. I'm gonna get my horse. Here we go.
All right. As you resummon it.
Move on.
Vasul, you see as the steed reappears.
What?
All right.
I don't understand.
I take a sip from my water skin and just start walking.
Okay. As you lot all start heading out after some breakfast, I will mention that each of you remove 1 ration. Heading off, you continue on with the trading caravan. You actually do see the merchant in front of you. He has a small mercenary company of almost 40 people, fully armed to the teeth, marching alongside his 4 wagons. You also sense a lot of magic coming off of his wagons from individual items.
I'm gonna look at Tilcat. So you still want to try something?
I'm pissed off at him still, but it doesn't matter. We're moving to a town and we have work to do.
I kind of want to try something even more now.
Brazi,
Oh my
You
God.
are more than
Give-
Ozzy, shut the
Okay,
fuck
I'm
up.
not actually saying.
Brazi, give me a perception check with advantage, actually,
Ooh.
given your background.
That's a 23. That's a 23. I got 2 23s.
Okay, 1 sec.
Yeah, that's right up here.
Alright. Hopefully I PM the right person. Okay? It would have been really weird if I'd PM that to, like, Vasul. Alright.
I'm gonna.
Vasul, you smell this.
Yes.
Smell what?
The smell of everything. You understand the universe now.
Your
Alright.
intelligence has gone down by another 1, but your wisdom has raised by that 1.
Brazi, are you writing your Val, or are you just walking? Letting Val kind of just keep general pace with the rest of the party.
Decibels make people leave us alone because they'll give birth to a giant spider.
Okay, you do see as Volley kind of just follows Bargus around. Okay, as far as that goes, that's fine. Alright. So you guys all see as Rozzy kind of stops off real quick, telling you guys to go ahead and runs over to run to the restroom in one of the small caves, and just where you see a few other dwarves are running down to also do something similar. It's not a great cave, Brazio, as you walk in. The smell is god-awful. It's almost as bad as the sulfur. Thankfully, there's no sulfur here.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for lyrium on the walls.
Okay. And then, yeah, alright. We're gonna go really quick into private, Brazio and I, so we'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay, so, Brazzy, as you sneak off after running to the restroom, rolling stealth, no one sees you. What would you like to do?
So there was a child in chains, you said?
Yes. You could see a hand of a child, and it had a chain on it.
Alright. I kind of want to... Can I get closer to it without alerting any of the guards? Like, can I get closer to the child without alerting any of the guards?
It is in the middle wagon, so you're going to have to get pretty far up there, but the roads are pretty wide, so you should be able to. It's just going to be very difficult for you to stealth that close.
Let's see here.
You can decide to instead track this, if you so wish.
How long would that take?
Well, he seems to be going to the same town as you are.
Oh, he's going to the same town?
Yep. He's heading to the capital, just like you are.
I would like to track this then. I want to see
Okay.
where this is going.
Alright, so we'll go back to the Enders then. Okay. After a few minutes, Brazzy comes back out and catches up with you guys after urinating. You're pretty sure he mugged someone in there, but, you know, no one's complaining. Someone does walk out with a smile on their face. That makes you all wonder for a moment.
Honestly, did you sell sexual services to someone in there?
Listen, What I do with my body and my free time is none of your business.
You do notice Brazzi has a nice big ruby ring on his finger suddenly.
Oh, so you got engaged. Congratulations. When's the wedding?
Never.
Pockets the ring.
I whisper into the sending stone, "Hey, Golumrod, your boyfriend got engaged. You might want to hurry."
The sending stone is not working for that person at this time.
Perfect. He's gone.
But as you guys continue heading, about a week passes, and you lot kind of manage to continue traveling behind this wagon. You know, in front of the wagons, you do see what looks to be the large entourage. You saw it from earlier from what was supposedly the prince. You know, they continue to camp with you guys, the other two groups. The man continues to insult Tilcat and Bardris. And, you know, the merchant every other stop kind of seems to be eyeing Brazzi and Vasul up more and more.
I'm going to climb onto Vasul's lap from now on whenever we take a break and rest for the night and just sit there because that way...
Me?
Okay.
I'm sitting there because he believes I'm a child. You're my
Is
head
he,
now.
is he eyeing anything in particular?
He's just watching it. You and Vasul look very unique for these travels. I mean, Tilcat looks like a small dwarven child. Bardris is a dwarf. But Vasul and you stick out like sore thumbs.
I mean, you don't
Good.
stick out that much.
Okay. I'm alright. He's not looking at shiny horse. I'm okay with this.
No. You do actually see a few other people that do know the summon steed spell and have been passing by.
Excellent.
So you're not the only one. Okay, as you guys continue your travels, you finally make it to the very large city of Thromgollen as you enter into the city itself. And let me pull up the description. It is known as the new capital, as you see a giant wooden sign with really terribly painted, saying "New Capital" on it. Guards.
Oh, look, modern art.
Guards seem to be at the gate, kind of checking paperwork and talking to people as people are going through. From here, you all can see a massive arena at the center of the town, and a castle on top of the arena. Looks like it kind of sits over it. Thormgollen seems to be ablaze with lava flowing through the city like rivers, and a dark blue rock like obsidian is what most of the city structures are made from. For general, because I know Bardris is going to just roll a history check and know this, I'm not even going to bother trying because he has to get a 2 for the DC. Thormgollen is known for holding its shape even when the lava flow explodes. A few buildings have been ruined, but it's never had an issue. The city only contains about 200,000 dwarves, but it's broken up into 4 sections. The Commons is where most of the Drifters live. You guys would know these as the kind of like poor overall.
The slums.
And where the shops are located. This is also where the city entrance is, which is where you're coming in through now. The second is the Scholars area, where many of the libraries and the connections to the arena are. This section is very well guarded, and seems to be at an upper level, as you can see another gate. The city is very much like, kind of similar to like what Bossing Say look like, but with the walls being shorter. But more heavily guarded.
No war in Ba Sing Se.
The third is where the nobles hold up, and this seems to be closest to the arena, as you can see a bunch of larger houses with emerald-like shingles for roofs, which really sparkle in the lava light. There are many small castles that hold local lords and ladies that come up here and stay. And then finally, the fourth section is where the warrior casts live and train, which you see this is off, or kind of get a glimpse of it, where you can see smaller arenas way off in the distance, and it seems to be on the opposite side of the city. Most of the soldiers here are some of the best, and they are most of the soldiers that serve in Thormgollen have proven themselves in war many a times over. Many, in fact, are survivors in this case, as you're kind of seeing platoons moving in and out, are survivors from the Woden incident of the explosion. The warrior caste do live in the highest point of the city other than the castle itself, but it is also where the tunnel to the main entrance to the other portion of the road is. This also gives the warrior caste the chance to make it to the entrance without any interference is the idea. So they have access to pretty much the entire city for navigation-wise. And you do notice that these are not your common guards. These are proper warrior caste dwarves that are guarding the city gates. And there's, from what you roughly count, 75 of them just standing here watching people, while only 2 are carting people.
There's 75 of them
Just
watching
standing
all of
around.
us go in.
Yep.
Okay.
And you see as the prince with his entourage seems to enter first without any issue. No paperwork is gathered. As the merchant show kind of starts to pull up, you see him pull out like this massive book full of paperwork. The guard just looks at it, shakes his head, and waves the man through.
Fair.
And as about a few more people that have gotten in front of you guys kind of get through, a few of them hand out like strange rock-like squares that they hand the guards, and the guards nod and let them through. Others hand actual paper, and the guards approve. And as you guys get closer and closer, that's about the time that you finally notice or you get up to the guards, and the guards just kind of look at you, and one of them looks at Brazzy and goes, "I know your face."
Do you?
Yeah. You're that she-elf, that famous singer. The one that the king's been hired. He's been wanting to sleep with you.
How did you know?
Huh. Alright, you got the paperwork? I think you're supposed to be a certified concubine now.
I don't know if I have it. I'm gonna rummage through my bag. Do I have the paperwork?
You have no paperwork.
You don't have any paperwork.
I must have lost it. You know, that road, it can be a little, you know.
That explains why you're dressed like a man. Although those features, very easy to spot. You should really get that. And what's with the giant elephant walking on 2 feet?
His name is Wasul. He's a Loxodon. He doesn't like being called an elephant.
A Loxodon.
Yeah, it's a race down in I don't know, but it's a race.
From the newer world.
And why do you have a child? Is this your child?
No,
He's mocking.
no, it's a no.
What do you mean from the new world? I was from this empire.
Wasul, it's fine.
The man looks at you and goes, "What do you mean you're from this empire?"
I was born here about 150 years ago or something like that.
Ain't no elephants from the Vadan Empire. Otherwise, we would have used you lot in the wars against those orcs.
Well, my people have kind of been gone for a while now.
Yeah, sure. Some mutation bastard, I imagine. You must be remnants from the mutants from Woden after the big sulfur explosion. Damn those bastards that did it. And who's this? As you look,
orcs.
he kind of ignores you, Brazzy, and looks at Barters. And who's the fat dwarf? That your manager?
Wow.
Mate.
Just a scholar, man.
Yeah, you definitely look like a scholar. Looks like you haven't worked a day in your life. Bet your hands are soft, too.
Actually, I'm going to show my very calloused hands as a master swordsman.
Yeah. He pulls out his hand, and it's literally just a ball of callus, because there is no hand there. It's literally been cut off.
Meanwhile, I'm a kid with a prosthetic foot. Apparently.
Not your child. It's fine.
So,
Diabetes.
Pink.
alright, young lady, I imagine the fat one's your manager, and the giant one's your bodyguard. I pray that's not your child, because that is one ugly child.
I'm a gnome. I'm a scholar gnome. I'm an inventor.
It's my adopted child. Don't listen.
You adopted one. Oh, the king will love that.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not dead by the end of the week, I'll be impressed. Alright.
Well, I invent shit, so maybe
You lot can get through. Sure you do. He pats you on the head, Tilcat. I imagine you invent so many things. My son does the same. Yeah.
He's got problems.
Don't all children. Yeah. I'll send a runner to the king and let him know you're in the city. You'll be escorted to the castle later today.
Trust me, I can make it myself.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Have a good one and enjoy your visit. As you see someone run off.
Mike, what have you done?
And he kind of looks at you a lot and goes, have a good one. Also, feed your child and don't feed the fat one.
We've been feeding the child.
Sure, yeah, you haven't been eating it.
I'm a gnome, you racist fucks.
Yeah, gnome.
Looking at everybody with the guard.
Anyways, so
As he lets you through. Yeah.
Okay, he lets us through.
Yeah.
Yes, and
You
now
do
people are
see
looking.
you do see a dwarf being whispered to, and then he goes running, and immediately you see him sprout wings and flies to the giant castle.
All right.
Before we end up getting basically arrested by the guard, I need to go find some lyrium.
Whenever I get the opportunity to do safely, I'm gonna stealth.
Going to the scholar district.
Question: Why we're in this town to collect our pay, right?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and collect the pay and collect my pay too.
I would love to.
No,
Yeah, thanks for the.
You don't know where the
Yeah,
prince
we're
is,
taking
though.
Yeah, no, we have to ask.
You know what? No, never mind. You guys go ahead. Go ahead and collect the pay. I got something to do, and I'm gonna go ahead and stealth him.
Okay, roll stealth.
And
I'm gonna whisper to him before he stealths. If you get us fucking killed, I'll have you know I will find a way back from the Netherrealm to drag your ass back with me and kill you again.
You know, it's not very intimidating when you're so small. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, little child, it's okay.
You hear one of the
Anyways, I'm gonna go
guards
stealth.
chuckle in the distance. Okay, and what'd you
That's
get for...
it. I'm building nuclear
No,
bombs now.
No, that's a 10. Can I stealth again, please?
You can in a few minutes. So as you try to stealth, and the
I
party
point him out.
starts to kind of walk off. So we're gonna start with the rest of the party before we come back to you, Brazzy.
That's fine.
So where are you guys going? Because as you're entering, you're coming into what is the commons. As you look, there's about 7 different roads that go in different directions.
I'm gonna look at Bardress and be like, you should probably tell one of the guards who we actually are, so we can get this done and over with.
I suppose so.
Yeah, send the
And
man
also-
who's being insulted for being fat to deal with some guard.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to them. He's insulting. They're insulting all 3 of us.
Mhm.
It's real unfortunate.
Yo, what's
And they
I'm
won't
be-
believe me if I say it.
DM
I'm
is
literally
trying to
being-
insult me, but-
the way they're insulting me is like the equivalent of calling a person a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Degrading.
I mean, to be fair, your Luxon's literally just an elephant with a humanoid shape. To be fair.
And your species has been extinct for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just trying
No
to
one
fucking
knows what you
insult me.
are.
there's only
Yes.
very few people probably know what my kind is.
Mm-hmm.
I do now.
The people who live as long as we do.
There's only actually one species that knows a lot about your people, and
Oh, I
they,
can only imagine.
they are somewhere else.
Yeah, I wonder who would have known.
I
And then
wonder
there's a
what
few
kind of-
other scattered ones around that know about you.
But all right, yeah. So Bardra
What was
says
the
to
name of the prince that was looking for us? Which one was the wizard?
Ogain.
Ogain. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna look for probably a guard outpost would be better than a random guard that probably will have no idea what I'm talking about.
As you walk up, you see a couple of guards kind of leaning there against the wall, watching people. Not part of the main group at the wall. They're kind of supposed to be patrolling the city, as you notice. But both of them seem to be kind of a little more out of shape, a little less interested in fighting, and seem to be kind of like snoozing off to the side.
I guess I'll walk up and get one of their attentions.
How are you getting their attention?
Just gonna kind of walk in front of them, kind of just wave a little bit.
Okay.
Hello? May I ask you something, my friend?
The man goes, huh? The fuck is... What do you want, fatso?
Okay.
Rude.
God, you're
Well,
short,
okay.
too.
Yeah, I get it. I know. I've been told the same. I know.
Huh. Alright,
Looks
I'm
like
what
walking up behind him at this point too.
No, I'm pushing him back to look out. You're not talking to anyone.
do you want? I'm tired. Can't you see I'm working here as he kind of rubs the sleep from his eyes?
Yes. Would you know where Prince Ogain was? From what I understand, he's been looking for us.
yeah, he's looking for you. Yeah, sure. Prince is looking for you. Yeah, and the princess is gonna go and suck me off. Have a good
Where are
day,
the-
sir.
There are posters up around looking.
There
for
are
us. Where
no posters anywhere.
Not in this city. Fuck. I think I said I took one, but whatever. Fine.
As he kind of looks, he goes, "Wait, is that an elephant you're running with?"
I've pat Vasul's leg.
Man, look at this. Oh shit. Head to the next district, or head to the next wall. Let them know that you're traveling with an elephant, and that they'll let you in. Elgain's been looking for you. Now piss off.
Thank you kindly, and I'll leave on my horse.
Vasul, could you carry me? I'm a little slower.
No.
You guys walk faster.
You are
than me.
definitely a little slower in this situation.
Okay.
If you remember, the spider is following Bardris.
Yep.
Tilcat.
I climb on the spider's back at this point. I'm tired
You know what?
of being a little bit slower.
It's just nice that our party is very identifiable with me walking around.
Yeah, you kind of do stick out.
The only
not gonna
reason
be
we
nice
get
to-
anything done, Vasul.
No, it's not gonna be nice when someone wants us dead, and they're just gonna see the soul, be like, oh, there they are.
They can try.
This is when we gotta get him a hat of disguise.
Alright.
Yeah, let's hide my trunk.
As you lot head towards the gate, it takes you about 2 hours heading that direction. After a while, you do catch glimpses here and there of Brazzi sneaking and skulking around, but everyone else also notices him very clearly. But you know, he doesn't notice that people are noticing him as he's sneaking about. As you guys get to the gate, you see the gate kind of goes back down without any lever or any movement. And the guard standing there looks and goes, "Huh, an elephant.
Prince O'Dane is looking for us.
O'Dane? We don't have an O'Dane.
O'Dane,
Oh,
I'm exhausted from dealing with people treating me like a child.
wow, you have a child speaking for you. Good day. All right."
People treat me like an animal.
He
Look.
snaps his fingers.
7 guards have called me fat so far. I'm not in the mood to talk anymore.
I think you have the least.
You've been the one that's been the least insulted, Bardris.
The guard watching you guys gripe, he goes, I mean, it couldn't hurt to probably put your elephant on a bit of a diet. Looks like he's been eating pretty heavily these days. Have a good day, though. Enjoy your time and stay in the capital. Prince O'Gain should be in the nobleman's district. He should be visiting one of the younger wizard associates of his that he has been training. And he points off in a direction far to the left and behind the main castle and arena. He's like, look for the giant pink castle. Hard to miss. Fellows like him carved everywhere, as he points to Vasul. A lot thinner, though.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll head there.
Okay. As he opens the gates and you lot walk through. I would like you all to know, by the way, that Fel is messaging me to kill you all. And half of you don't even know who that is.
I know who it isn't. Fel, no, please, leave me alone.
They are not watching the stream, they just message me randomly, that's the best part. Alright, so as you guys are kind of heading in, you see a bunch of, a lot of more uppity and a lot more collared shirts, a lot more well-designed with different colored gemstones inlaid into them. These people are wealthy.
I'm gonna be... Since this is a Scholars District, right?
No, you are in the Nobles District.
Oh shit, pass straight through that.
Yeah, you didn't even go to the Scholars District. You went straight from the Commons straight to the Nobles.
I wanted to go there. He just skulked off, so I had to go do
that.
I'm gonna look at Bardris. We'll go to the Scholars District after this. I need to look for some books too.
Okay. So as you guys head off in that direction, we'll come back to you in a moment. Brazzi, you have been skulking about, hiding.
Very well.
No,
Very well.
I mean, you don't notice anybody seeing you. You've been managing to jump from shadow to shadow. You even got to overhear Bardris get called fat again.
Yeah.
How come I feel like the Pink Panther music has been playing the entire time he's been going on?
Anyway.
It has, but everyone can hear it but him.
Anyway.
GoldenEye.
I'd like to stealth again.
Okay. Why? Why would you like to stealth again? To you, you're stealthed. As you are walking through the different hideaways in each portion of the city, or the alleys and such, you feel you are
I
stealthed.
would like to roll a perception to make sure I am stealthed.
Okay, roll perception check.
Please get a 3.
I
Get
got
a nat
4.
1.
Yeah, no one's noticing you. I mean, you feel like a master of stealth as you're jumping from... You hit a garbage pile at one point and no one even notices.
That's
They
not
all
how
look right past you.
Yeah, it's like they can't. They're seeing through you completely.
That's not how that works.
That's what you think. That's how you think it works.
That's not how I would think it works.
It is
Well,
when you
it is
roll like
now.
that. But yeah, no, you're stealthed. I mean, no one's paying attention to you. No one's noticed you. No one's come up and bothered you. You've been jumping from alley to alley. Now, the occasional rat will, seem to look at you and scurry off, but you're used to that even at your best stealth.
I would like to know where that. Can we go into private?
Okay.
Uh,
Yes.
I would like to know where the merchant first off.
Okay. As you're skulking about, it's pretty easy to notice where he goes because he does have a 30-man outfit and like 6 wagons.
I thought it was 3 wagons.
Oh, not
Did
anymore.
you increase the number?
The wagons did increase as you guys were traveling.
Okay.
As you continue heading and following this, you do notice that he is heading towards the nobles district, the same place as the rest of your party currently.
God damn.
And as
Okay.
you see him get to the gate, you see him pull out that book again. And then you also see him grab into the back of his wagon and pull out what looks to be a weird, what looks to be almost a wet piece of silk and hands it to the guard. The guard kind of sniffs it and then nods as he lets the merchant through.
Can I get in, kind of hide inside of one of the wagons so that by the time I get, so while they pass, they just think that I'm one of the goods?
One second. Give me a D20 roll.
Yeah, sure. Big money, big money, big money. Oh, come on, 4. It was literally right next to me.
Okay.
4.
As you you see a couple of the mercenaries seem to be not really paying attention but looking more forward at this point as they're in safer territory. You jump into the back of the back wagon. As you do so, you find yourself in a wagon of 15 well-armored mercenaries all staring at you.
Hey, babes.
And immediately, give me a dex saving throw.
Oh, jeez. 20.
You barely manage to avoid as magical handcuffs come flying up from the floor, and you manage to just pull your hands away, just last a minute, falling out of the wagon and onto the floor, and now you have 4 mercenaries with their spears pointed at your neck.
Hey, I'm gonna dip. See y'all later. Can I stealth?
Go ahead and roll a stealth check, yeah.
Please. Nat 20. 24. Let's go.
Okay, now roll me an initiative real quick.
Okay. 18.
You barely beat the DC, you motherfucker. As you vanish, kind of pulling yourself back from the floor not to bother, you see them all stab the ground immediately. They barely miss your foot as you pull back and disappear back into the city. But you now see that the merchant seems to be saying something to the guard at the gate, and you now see that those dwarves are also now well armed, and one of them seems to be drawing something on a piece of paper. You are now a wanted man.
They're drawing something on a piece of paper?
Yes.
When they finish drawing it, can I take the paper?
Tell you what, give me another stealth check to see if you can get past all these mercenaries that are going to be in your way on the bridge.
Sure. Might as well at this point. 18.
Well, you're not lucky tonight, as one of the you bump into one of the mercenaries, and he immediately nudges you back, thinking it's one of his buddies trying to bump into him, and you get tossed over the bridge back down into the city. You take 30 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into the ground and leave a crater.
I believe I have resistance due to one of the genie features. Let me check. Maybe that's next level though. I just want to make sure though. Just want to make sure. I don't.
Yeah, you're good. You should have it on the top of your character sheet if you have a resistance to that.
Yeah, I know I should, but I remember maybe it was next level. Let me check in the character builder. Damn it! I wanted to get that kid out of there. It's so annoying not having.
I will mention that you do end up noticing before you do fall off. There were a lot of bodies in that specific wagon.
Oh,
You could see the
fucking
shadows.
God.
Are you gonna decide to rejoin your party after this by trying to scale the wall, or I think you have what, stepping into the mist?
I do have stepping into the mist.
So are you gonna?
Wait a second. I have stepping into the mist.
So are you gonna jump up onto the wall and head back to your party, or to do something else?
I do have stepping into the mist.
You do?
Is it possible I could step into the mist when he nudges me off to get into the wagon? Because I can see the inside of that wagon now?
You can't see the inside of the wagon. You can see the outlines of the bodies from the outside, because these aren't very thick wagon cloth.
Oh, I thought you could. Okay, I thought
No.
I could see it.
Yeah, you could only see the hand because it was outside of the cloth.
Well, can I still step into the mist like, back onto the bridge when I fall off and sneak again?
Yeah,
Because
I'll let you.
I can.
Give me
You'll
a
let me? Awesome.
give me another stealth check.
Okay, let me do.
I will say you're at disadvantage for this.
Because I'm
Coming out of a spell, yeah.
okay. 16. Please be 7.
7. You know what? I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to give you the opportunity because I'm going to say this is a fair ruling. Because the cloth is thin enough, I'm going to say that you could go into the wagon. However, I will make you roll a Arcana basically for it to see if you can pinpoint that close. If you'd rather.
Actually, I do have a pretty. Yeah. Okay. Here. Oh, come on.
What'd
It
you get?
literally was at 15. It's at 9. I got a 9.
Okay. You end up on top of the wagon.
Oh.
You are now riding on top of it, and you suddenly feel your magic beings drawn from you.
Drawn from me?
Yes, the wagon seems to be sucking it away.
Okay. I'm gonna. Can I kind of like get inside of said wagon?
Do you have like a knife or something sharp that can cut the wagon cloth?
I don't mean. Oh, sorry.
Yep. Do. I know these guys are watching. Are you assholes in the chat right now? All but Cameron. So fucking Chasten's listening. I'm surprised Wolf's not in there.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Do you have anything
So,
sharp on you?
I mean, I don't want to actually pierce inside of the wagon.
Oh, are you gonna try and step into the mist into it again?
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Alright, as you do, you find yourself into the room, or in the wagon,
Yeah, with a bunch of
young children, male and female, roughly from what you can gather are between the ages of physically of 12 to 18, all chained up, and as soon as you end up in there, you feel chains around your entire body
What?
as they activate automatically for this room. We're gonna go back to Enders now.
That does.
The
Are you on
Yuan-Ti are
Hello.
pretty sneaky people.
Welcome, party.
Well, they tunnel a lot, which means they could sneak up on you a bit easier. But...
Oh,
Hello. As you
That
lot...
doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Nice rolls there, Mike.
That's getting fucking amazing rolls. Thanks.
you're doing great, man.
Yeah.
So, to catch everyone up, as you guys headed off, the merchant headed into the city after you guys. You heard a bit of a disturbance and some guards laughing. But then, you know, everything calmed down and the merchant headed through. You also noticed at this point he had about 6 wagons. Yeah, he kind of picked up an extra 3 as he had been traveling along. And as he enters the city behind you guys, he kind of waves at you and smiles and laughs. For the smallest of moments, Tilcat and Vasul, you see as Brazi appears on top of one of the wagons and then disappears again.
I'm shrugging at that. I'm just being like, if that's actually him, fuck him.
I said Tilcat and Vasul. Sorry, Tilcat and Vasul, because your passive perception saw this, not Bardras.
Oh, my.
But yeah, as you guys continue heading off, you hear for a moment, the merchant kind of yells over before you guys take off and goes, Hey, excuse me. Was it? I didn't get your name. The man with the loxodon, I believe you called it.
Yeah. What? I'm gonna look over.
Hey, come
Can I
here.
help you?
Come here for a moment. I have a question for you.
Okay. You two go on ahead. I'll catch up.
No, you bring your party. It's fine. I don't mind. I mean, it's always good to keep your bodyguards and your child close, I imagine. As he kind of pulls his wagons
Come on,
through.
you two.
You see the back 5 wagons start heading off down to the right to a different area. He goes, I'm just curious. Your friend, what was she? I've never seen her species before.
What, the friend that's not here right now?
Yeah, the dark one, the one with the really pretty looking glasses.
He was a
I'm gonna be
drow.
honest. We barely know anything about them. We just met them about a couple weeks ago, and they haven't really told us much.
Oh, well, and he pulls out a sheet of paper and he goes, and you see a what looks to be a white-haired, dark skin with big glasses, and then a reward below it saying, wanted for attempted kidnapping. He goes, your friend's got a pretty big bounty, as he hands it over. Bard, just give me a perception check.
Oh, this is fucking fake, isn't it? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna really hope not. My perception ain't great. Let's see.
I'll look over his
that's an
shoulder and
11.
give him help.
That's an 11. Oh, you want to help?
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Can I get better? Yeah, it's better. It's a 14.
Okay.
I guess I'll also help, but
It doesn't double up.
You're good. You don't need to for the DC anyways.
Alright.
Yeah, it's fresh ink. He goes, yeah, sorry, that's a fresh poster I had just grabbed from one of the guards. He mentioned that they were looking for someone like this for wanted kidnapping of dwarven and Nordic children. So I'd be very careful when you guys are out there. If you happen to see them, let the guards know because they're wanted. And you see the price is about 2,000 gold pieces. He goes, I think they kidnapped, or she. I believe it's a she, correct? Because with the glasses and everything, I assumed it was a woman.
Yeah, that's a she,
I don't.
but
I
she
don't
prefers it up the ass.
Gotcha.
I don't
Well,
know.
she's apparently kidnapped one of the noblemen of the Nord's kids, one of their daughters. So I'd be just on the watch for it. You don't want to get yourself mixed up in that. But I wish you good luck while you're here, and feel free to stop by my shop. I'm stopping down by a friend of mine's to drop off a few things, some of my gear that I found on my travels to the surface. Those vampire wars really screwed up the Nordic kingdoms. I was managed to get a lot of money out of a few merchants out of there, and a lot of good gear.
Will you actually sell stuff to me then?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll be happy to sell you something. But I will require an age verification for certain items, as you'd expect. I can't sell certain items.
That I can agree to. I'm fine with that. I was raised by merchants.
Yeah, my shop's the Golden Telepia down in the Scholars District. You can find me there. I specialize in magic items as well as the occasional investigation on finding people. I'm very good at locating people if you ever need help with that. But I've got business as he kind of starts to turn the wagon. And I'll catch you all later, as he kind of waves and says, keep the wanted poster, by the way. I've got a few more now. And he heads off.
Because it's fresh, I'm not gonna fold it or anything.
Okay.
I open up the bag of holding for him just to stuff it in.
No,
because it's not gonna get bent or anything.
Oh, will it
Yeah.
not?
No, a bag of holding will keep it in good condition.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it in the bag then.
Okay. So you've gained one wanted poster.
Well, oh boy.
As you guys kind of head off. Yes, go ahead,
So
Bartos.
which one of us are we splitting his reward 3 ways?
We'll talk about it after we talk to Brazi, I guess.
I don't know if we're ever gonna be talking to that fucker again. He was on top of one of those carts.
He's got some explaining to do.
Theoretically, you should roll high enough after you roll enough times. That was not the case for me.
I should also say,
I'm gonna look at Bardris and be
Brazi is still carrying a sending stone, just as a heads up, because you did give them one. And as well, although the sundial is non-trackable on Brazi.
I'm gonna look at Bardris and be like, Brazzy was tied to the top of one of those carriages.
As you look on, you can see the other 5 carriages still from this distance. None of you see anybody tied to the top.
He was. I saw him for a very short period of time on one of the tops of the wagons. He disappeared
Well,
then after.
If he's tied, he's tied. He's apparently a criminal.
I don't think they know he's on there. He might be doing some nefarious things.
Again, criminal. I'll find him later. Not my problem.
As you guys are continuing your discussion, you do notice that there are 2 people walking towards you. A bald-shaved, fully shaved dwarven man wearing a black, basically very strong-looking, almost steel-like black armor, and a wizard looking dwarf with a very long orange beard, but no mustache, just the beard itself, and it's very clean cut.
Customer service smile. Hello.
And O'Gang kind of comes up and he goes, "Bargis, is that you?"
Yes, indeed.
"Ah, I heard you guys ran into my brother here," and he introduces Prince Mir. "This is my brother, Prince Mir. He's not the talkative type. He knows sign language, as he apparently introduced himself to your rather large friend who didn't seem to understand. My apologies, good Vasul."
Oh, it's okay. I understand.
I'm gonna
Actually,
be
you
like,
did it.
I'll have to pick up a book on that then, so that I can communicate with everyone here.
I am happy. You know what? I have a book for that back at my minor estate that I'm more than happy to treat you to.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Your friend, Brazzy, I believe it was. What happened to them?
Weird.
He wandered off somewhere.
Oh.
Possibly.
He is in the town though.
Okay, well,
Somewhere.
not a problem, not a problem. I'll send my guards to find him later. It's no big issue. He's probably off buying something.
Yeah, buying something.
He goes,
Buying something for free.
Good Bardris, I have a few scholar books I was hoping to get you interested in. Maybe see if you could translate. It's in your Oliveras language rather than the Vedan, so if I could get your help.
I'll speak that as well. That'll be wonderful. I can help with that too.
Oh, okay, I appreciate that. And he kind of leads you guys back towards that very large pink castle. He goes, "I will warn, be very careful." He looks at Tilket and Vasul. "Tilket, you may be mistaken for a child, but your friend here, Vasul, you need to be careful of the slavers in this area. We've had a huge ramping of that recently, that we have been trying to root out more and more."
Hand up gently. A little late for that. I think we ran into one on the way in here, and they kept eyeing up Brasi and Vasul, and I kept getting called a child and refused services.
I apologize for that. It's truly, the Vedan people, we are a very stubborn and old-fashioned folk.
It's fine. I'd be much happier if I stopped getting called. I'm pretty sure we'd all be happier if Barger stopped getting called fat, I stopped getting called a child, and they stopped calling Vasul an elephant.
If it helps, to be fair, Vasul, I don't think there are any of your species that have ever been here. But I don't imagine you lot are going to be staying too long in the capital, as, what I remember, you were looking to head towards Oventium, to see if you could explore. I have your licenses ready, actually, for your expedition, if you're so interested.
That would be wonderful.
Excellent.
Alright, yeah, I can have it, I'll have him brought up here from the castle, within, let's say, a day, if that's alright.
That'll work.
Of course.
I don't want to pry, but the coin from our previous job.
Oh, yes, of course. And he kind of starts leading you as you guys finally make it to this very flaming pink castle. And with emerald,
I give a whistle in appreciation, like, nice.
with emerald shingles, you can actually see red lyrium kind of painted into the walls themselves. And he goes, "Don't worry, it's not dangerous. We've diluted it lots. This is my brother's castle."
I give a thumbs up and I simply go, "Good. The allies that we were with when we first met you put a bunch of that in my bag of holding. It turned into a bag of devouring."
Ah, yes, and I did end up hiring your friend Caspian to look into some things for me. I apologize for having him leave you lot, but I needed him for a specific occasion. And he goes,
Also, be careful of some of the caves back where we were, back near where the cave originally happened. They're dark and they appear to distort the value of time.
That's interesting. That's interesting. We've heard rumors of something of that, but supposedly that can only happen with the Great Black Thrask, if it's in the area. Uh,
Well, something destroyed my robot, my shield guardian. You remember that was traveling with me?
yes. I mean, it was a year ago, but I remember roughly. You should be able to get something similar in the Oventium mines. There are plenty of golems.
I'm hoping to find a golem control rod, maybe get one or two backups and
Oh,
find a place to store them.
there are plenty
Golem
left.
rod.
There are plenty left on the battlefields from where we lost the city. And he kind of brings you guys to the back garden where it's large rows of flowers, different colors, some that you've never seen or smelled before.
Beautiful. Do I see any that are used in potion making?
No, these are all decorative. A few are toxic, but not in potion wise, just to eat in general.
Poisonous. Everything else fine.
He kind of has a table set out, and you see a bunch of, rather burly-looking women come out and setting down in full maid outfits, setting down tables, drinks, and food. And he goes, and also, my brother has a particular taste, so if you're not
We heard on the road. He traveled ahead of us.
He looks at Mir, and Mir nods, and Mir, you can see a big smile on Mir's face. And he goes, he also thinks, Tilcat, he thinks he'd love to, if you're ever interested, he has a job if you're ever invested. Though I will
have
warn.
to politely decline.
Oh, I assumed as much, and you see Mir's smile goes from a frown. He goes, okay, well, no worries. Anyways,
But
yes.
I will say maybe if I get drunk enough, maybe.
Well, that's good to know. Your reward, and he snaps his fingers, and two giant Goliaths come walking out. These men can almost look Vasul in the eye, as they're a foot shorter than him.
Look, Vasul, you're not so standoffish now, are you?
Finally, people are on my side.
I will warn, they both had their tongues cut out for secrecy. It was a requirement to serve under me. Unfortunately.
Understandable. That's why I prefer golems. They can't talk anyways.
I agree. But and he sets this giant gold purse down. How much was the reward for? Do you happen to know?
Bardris,
We were never given a number.
you never truly stated a number. You just asked us to go do this, and
Okay.
It was a fair amount, and
Well,
you sent us on.
He starts pulling out coins and counting them off and going, 5,000 gold pieces a piece sound fine?
that sounds very
for
fine.
me.
Because I do believe since you also signed us up for the guild, we have fines to go pay there.
Yes, you have about 1,000 gold pieces in fines, so about 4,000 a piece. Your friend Brazi, I assume, will come collect their reward separately.
Send it with us, because we don't know where the hell he is.
Well, you can tell him where to find me. I'll be in in my brother's estate for a few days.
I'll send him along.
All right.
And he kind of starts setting out and hands you guys each gold and goes, don't spend it all in one place. Warning, the merchants around here, if they ever find out how much you have, they'll charge you even more. But otherwise, and he hands you a piece of paper, and it simply just says the Enders exploration team. He goes, this is for your exploration permits to get into past Gebisoro to head to Oventium. Just show it to the guards, and they'll let you through without issue, and they may even give you free rations.
That would be amazing.
Very well.
And as far as it goes, if you guys are gonna stay in town for a few days, I'll get those books ready for you lot to look at.
That would be wonderful, because I do believe I'm going to take the time. I point at my metal foot. I want to get this enchanted if possible. Make it so that I move just slightly faster to keep up with these guys. I'm short, legs are stumpy. These fuckers walk so fast.
We have a few lyrium guilds that definitely will sell you some lyrium as well as gold and any other material you may be interested in.
I'm going to need a lot of lyrium as well. I have 4 pounds of water quartz. I want to try and get something so that we don't have to worry about water on the trip as well.
Oh, okay, yes. Head to the commons and you should be able to find plenty of merchant guilds and miner guilds to assist you in this.
Would you mind sending someone to watch my ass? Because I don't trust people around here anymore. Not after the last town.
You should. This isn't the same town. The guards here, although insulting as he kind of giggles towards Bardris, and I apologize for that, truly. If the likelihood of being mugged in the city isn't very high after we've cut off so many hands of thieves. They're very.
Oh, okay then. I'll just take Vasul with me. He should be big enough to scare off any would-be kidnappers.
True. Yeah, they tend to cut the hands off anybody who tries to steal. Kidnapping, they cut your balls off.
Oh, so they follow the Mizna method.
Yes, actually, we gained one of their books through a merchant recently that had come through. A man by the name of Kips, a rather hairy fellow, during his travels.
Was he a doctor at some point?
Yeah, he served under. Apparently, he served or learned at the College of Mizna the proper methods and had one of their textbooks. We bought it off him for around I think like 40,000 lemons or something of that sort.
Oh God, don't that fucker's still trading in lemons? Jesus.
You know,
Lemons are where it's at now.
I didn't ask, but feel free to explore the city while you're here. Unless if you guys have no other questions, you're free to go, and I'll make sure I have those books to you within the next couple days.
Only question I have is your recommendation for an inn.
You can stay here for the night. Just feel free to let the I've already let my guards know, and I've let the city guard know that you'll be staying here, so you should have no issue going through between the different districts.
All right, where else would we go to get an identification as well, other than the guild hall? I'm
The
guessing.
Scholars District would be the best idea. There's plenty that are mages there.
All right, we'll go there then.
I also highly recommend the Golden Telepia. Great shop. Merchant there is a really nice guy. And if you ask, he has some very special inventory that he sells. Technically, it's a legality thing, but he's gotten permits due to his outstanding service in the Vidan army. Managed to cut down a orc lordling, so he was given permit.
That reminds me, we do have a bit of information on who might have caused the explosion.
Oh, yes, I've been looking for that.
I'm gonna say this, we didn't see the person do it directly, but I believe it was an orc trying to take us all out with him.
Well, if you can find more information or bring me his head, so that way I can prove it.
I'm gonna state that it was probably buried in the rock slide, or shoved into the lava.
Well, that's unfortunate. I guess no one will be claiming the reward. Well, without either a piece of the body to prove or the person themselves, we can't confirm or deny it. So, apologies.
I won't say we won't keep looking, but...
Well, if you find it, feel free to bring it. You know, the reward still stands. It's 30,000 gold pieces for a reward.
We also heard you were looking for a spent stone.
Yep. And he looks at you guys and says, "Is there anything else you might need from me?" No?
No, I don't believe so.
Alright, well then, I recommend, like I said, the Golden Telepia, good place to shop. If you're looking for golem cores or golem information, good place to look. He sells flesh golems, that he,
That's not the same.
I know.
What's a flesh golem?
Good.
It's an undead.
Oh, yeah, it's a construct, it's basically a golem. I assume you're familiar with the concept, Vasul?
Yeah, yes.
It's a golem. Instead of iron for a body, they use a dead, more sentient creature. They stick a core in it. The problem is they are very acidic and can cause a lot of damage when they are killed. I know.
A lot of times they use or if they can't find a corpse big enough, they sew corpses together.
True.
It gets messy.
True. But you shouldn't find too much. I mean, most of what he sells are more servant-based than anything else. Not much else. It's rather difficult to get into Golemancy in the concept overall.
Oh, I know. It's the textbooks on that are terribly expensive.
Truly, he nods and goes, "But if that'll be all, I do have some meeting with my father that we have to deal with. Mur and I are going to be on our way. Like I said, feel free to return here. The maids and the butler have been instructed to allow you in, and you will be spending the night here in the guest house."
I did just remember one important detail. When we were on our way in, one of the guards mistook Brazi as a concubine of your father's.
Yes.
Brazi went along with it, so they may know me as as the adopted child of one of your father's concubines.
It's ironic because that woman arrived a few days ago, but her twin was said to have been spotted. Funny. Apparently, her twin is here. She's visiting with the Golden Telepian merchant, from when I talked to him about, as he pulls out a sending stone.
That reminds me, I need to make you one so that you're in our network.
You know, I have my own ways of getting a hold of you. As he kind of snaps his fingers and casts message, just messaging Kitokat. See, this is exactly it.
All right. I figured it'd be worth a shot though. That way you don't have to waste a spell.
I'm nobility. I have nothing better to do with my days. But yes, if you should need me, feel free to just let the guards know, and I will do what I can when I'm available. He kind of looks at you guys and goes, and if that is it, I will be on my way. As he kind of steps up and
Thumbs up
grabs
from
Mir.
Tailcat.
All right, him and Mir head off.
From me too.
So, we're going to end session here, and the reason why is because someone got themselves into a situation that's probably going to need a side session later. The adventures of Brazi begin now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and we will see you guys either on the next recording or the next stream. Either way, see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much.